Hello everyone, welcome to Storytime with the Princess. I'm not exactly a princess, but I figured I could keep teaching you a little more about fairies from my journal. So these are healing talent fairies. One afternoon when I wasn't looking at where I was going, I stubbed my toe on a big rock. I was holding my foot and hopping around when a little fairy flew up, just like a clumsy, and then she zipped away. A moment later she returned with a strange smelling ointment. She smeared the stuff on my toe, and then the pain went away. Healing talent fairies don't just treat stubbed toes. Look at this fairy eye test. So this is what fairies do to figure out if they need glasses. More green pixie dust. I wonder what that's about. The fairy who helped me was a healing talent. These fairies have magical cures for any ailment, whether it's a fairy bent wing or a robin's broken leg. I asked her if she had any special advice. She told me to watch where I was going. So these are different ailments for fairies and what to cure them with. For example, you cure fairy flu with rosehip and sassafras tea. Fairies call the regular-sized people like me clumsies, and I find it rather insulting. The healing talent fairy's oath. I promise to do no harm, to help all creatures great and small, to ease pain wherever I shall find it, and to spread health throughout Pixie Hollow. And see, this is a fairy who has goggles because he can't see. So these are water talent fairies. Some of the most beautiful fairies I've met are the water talent fairies. Everything about these creatures reminds me of water, from their long flowing hair to their ocean blue eyes. They can mold water into any shape, make it, boil it, or freeze it, and carry it in their tiny hands without spilling a drop. I've even seen them skate across the surface of a pond. A water fairy's leaf kerchief is here. This one belongs to the fairy Rani. It has a tiny arm embroidered onto it. So, the babbling brook. Water fairies understand the language of water, and when they want to gossip, they go to the babbling brook and listen to the trickles. Curiously, water talents cannot swim. No fairies can. Their wings soak up water like sponges. Instead, when fairies use little boats made of leaves to travel along the waterways of Pixie Hollow. So these are different water talent boats, and Silver Mist had made those beautiful designs in my notebook. Kitchen talent fairies. When I asked Tinkerbell what fairies eat, she told me, great big clumsy girls. Later I got to peek inside of the fairies' kitchen. It was not clumsy in sight, but they did have some unusual things in their pantry. So look at all these things. Have you ever seen anything like that before? The cooking talent fairies use herbs and spices that I've never heard of before. I must find some of them and try them in my cooking. Pepperberry, garlicorice, fudge root, mintastic, and all kinds of things like that. I watched the kitchen talent fairies for quite some time and tried to write down as many recipes as I could. I hope I've gotten all the ingredients right. Someday I'd like to try them. And then there's a couple different recipes here, like fairy flatbread and baked stuffed peas and pixie sherbet. Then there's art talent fairies. One day I came across a little fairy named Bess painting a rose. It turned out she was an art talent fairy. I discovered that it's the art talent fairies who give colour to flowers and paint the spots on ladybugs. And not just in Neverland, but all over the world. Imagine every flower and think that it was coloured by a fairy. I think if I could be any kind of fairy, I'd want to be an art talent. These leaves were painted by an art talent fairy who was practicing her butterfly designs. Art talents believe that colour has powerful personalities, and they always choose them carefully. Here's what Bess told me about the meaning of colours. Red is best for fire, love, and important messengers. Orange symbolises joy and excitement. The yellow is the colour of sunshine and happiness. Green is useful for nature, healing, and peace. Blue is for depth and stability, constant as the ocean. And purple is the colour of royalty and nobility. And Bess even painted some of these lovely portraits of her friends. She's very talented, isn't she? And I keep them in this little pouch. Oh, this is a good one. This is the Fairy Queen. Tinkerbell told me that all the fairies in Neverland are ruled by one queen. They call her Queen Clowny. I've yet to catch a glimpse of her, but Bess gave me this portrait. She's quite the most regal queen I've ever seen, especially considering she's only 5 inches tall. So this is a beautiful stone, isn't it? I've kept it in my handkerchief. I'll tell you about it. I'm told the queen wears a crown set with a moonstone. These gems are very rare and are said to confer strong magical powers. I found this moonstone under a full moon, but so far I don't feel any different. Could it be that I just don't know the right spell? So that was the moonstone. Never say cute. Watch what you say around fairies. Cute, tiny, and adorable are all insults to them. The Never Fairy vow. I will be careful, I will be kind, I will be a Never Fairy at my best. Fairies say this aloud before any journey beyond Pixie Hollow. I've been looking for clues about the Queen. What is she like? What does she do? Tinkerbell found this old page from the Queen's appointment book. I've been puzzling over it. I can't make much sense of it. And then there's all kinds of strange things she does, like meet with the Tiffin and have the butterfly ball. Kyoto is an evil dragon. He lives in Neverland, far away from Pixie Hollow, on Torth Mountain. He is held fast inside a cave, and the strong roots of a bimbrim tree hold him there. Pete told me that he and the Lost Boys imprisoned Kyoto many years ago with the help of the Fairy Queen. I didn't believe him at the time, but Queen Clarion's book proves it's true. Imagine a 5-inch fairy capturing a huge fire-breathing dragon. These fairies are even more powerful than I thought. Well, I hope you enjoyed learning about fairies, and we're going to do this one more time so we can read the rest of the book. Hope to see you then. Bye.